us to actually all be in frame. So right now it's just Barbie and everybody's giving you waves. Okay, we're gonna probably have to squish in.
Okay.
Let me move everything from here.
Hey guys, for some reason YouTube has decided that they want all of their lives to be in TikTok mode, because they want to be TikTok very, very badly. And now I cannot like do a regular live with the camera set like a normal freaking camera.
Me.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
mess with that, and I will.
Mac is crawling. Hey guys, it's Emily. I'm gonna be reading your questions to everyone.
So hopefully you can actually hear us. We just got back from the place. We're on day 2. Tomorrow's our last day there, and we have done a lot. But the place is massive. It's got like 6 bedrooms and several bathrooms and 2 stories and a basement, and it's very, very difficult to clean that much. And so I'm working on a basement, which is, it's crazy. Barbie has done a kitchen, a living room, and working on a sunroom tomorrow. Bonnie has done a kitchen, and she's been working on that for 2 days, even with all 3 of us yesterday, because it was crazy. So
There's just always more to do.
yeah. So we thought we would drop in and give you a Monday live with all 3 of us here at the hotel. My room smells like Applebee's ribs and old onion rings.
Yeah, we've had to DoorDash everything, so we are eating awful, but it's been great.
So Emily is behind the camera, and she's going to read us off questions, because all 3 of us are exhausted,
Yeah.
Yeah. I fall asleep.
like stupid exhausted.
So far, everyone has just been saying hi. We got a lot of people from Germany and a lot of people from the UK right now. Everyone's asking if you are. We're not in a house. We're in a hotel. But everyone is asking if you guys are sore, how you're holding up.
We are sore.
I'm all right. No.
Like,
Well, yeah.
ask
That's
me
'cause
again
I've been-
tomorrow.
Yeah, I've been doing more organizing than a lot of lifting. This guy's been doing a lot of
I
lifting,
did a lot today.
doing a
Oh
lot
my
of
gosh.
bending over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
excited.
We had a massive amount of trash we had to clear up. They filled one dumpster before we even got there, which is kind of bad news for the channel because we didn't get to see the pathways of the hoarder house. But kind of good news for us because even with them doing that much work before we got there, we're still not going to finish the whole house. It's just too big and there's too much. So we're basically concentrating on the main story of the house, and as well as the basement. And then she's got friends and family who are helping her with stuff upstairs. Is that light behind her too much?
No, it's fine. Like, you guys are all showing up okay. I think it would be dark if you guys turned it off.
I
Okay.
tried.
Don't take away my light.
My brother just texted
Oh.
me.
Hi.
Filth is not here. Thank you, Dixie. I saw that pop up right away, but we always appreciate you.
See ya.
Yeah, they said it makes Barbie look like an angel.
Oh, thank you.
Do we know when Insider is gonna do their story?
He said 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah,
And I
it'll
just
take him.
asked him.
Yeah, it'll take him a while to edit. He's shot a ton of footage, and we're doing a lot of interviews too. So they're gonna do it all.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank goodness I am not because I couldn't do it. But yes, you are.
Yeah, and our camera person is Lorenzo, and he's been amazing. So shout out Lorenzo.
And Mimi. Or no, Mimi.
Mimi,
Mimi
yeah.
the cat. That's what I
Mimi
was
the
saying.
cat. Yeah. How many rooms total are in the house?
Oh.
Too many to count.
It
I
It
really.
just keeps going and going.
Yeah.
It's a real labyrinth. Like,
It's like 6 bedrooms. Downstairs has got a living room, sunroom, dining room, kitchen, a little dining area off of the kitchen, foyer, like a weird entranceway, and that's just on the main floor of the house, plus a laundry room.
One bathroom, which
yeah.
is like a half bathroom because it's not.
And many closets, like a ton of closets.
We're in Illinois. I don't know if we're giving out the name of the town that we're in, but it is like a historical type house. So, how did you decide who is doing which task?
We kind of all three jumped in on the kitchen right off because I wanted that done as soon as possible. And then after that, it was just kind of, we all called dibs on what we wanted.
Yeah.
Because we all have our things that we like to do and are good at, and
Even if I'm not making a hoarder's house, I was just like, okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yeah, and the basement I'm working on kind of against my will. They really needed that done really badly, and no one else could tackle it as far as like their friends and family. So normally I wouldn't go down there and do it. And in fact, I told her, the owner's niece, that, and the owner's niece has kind of taken charge of, the cleanup on their end, but they can't do the basement, so it's kind of a necessity. Otherwise, I would have dove into one of the other rooms and done what you normally see me do on a normal video, which is like a dining room or a living room or whatever, bedrooms.
Okay. Is that focus better? Or does that keep going in and out? It's been like.
Yeah, that would be the light
Okay.
behind us.
And I just started when you were moving. I just wanted to shout out Bonnie and Royal One. Thank you guys so much. Are the owners here? Are they going to continue living in the house?
Yeah, the husband is out of the country for 5 weeks, and he is the more severe of the two hoarders. In these cases, you get a lot of the times where you'll get one person who says, my husband's a hoarder, or my kids are messing up the house, or they'll kind of push the blame off on someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out later that there's 2 parties involved, or 2+ parties involved. And that's what we found out with this one, is this is not just the husband's problem, though he is the more severe of the two. And so when you guys see the video, some of the stuff I'm going to show you in the basement is kind of mind-blowing.
How did we find the house?
She came to us. I was going to say GPS, but she came to us on Facebook, and that's where I post in local Facebook groups all the time, and orders come to me.
Thank you, Tracy, so much. The oven cleaning video is probably coming. I think that'll be on Bonnie's channel. Do you have an estimated time of when all of you will be releasing your videos?
Mine is on Saturday when I'm showing how I clean the living room.
Okay, so you'll have it up this Saturday?
I'm trying to.
Okay.
Yeah.
mine will probably be the next weekend. Yeah, so not this Saturday, but next.
And mine will be this Friday.
Okay.
Um,
Do we have plans to do more of this collaboration?
I wish.
Yay, yes.
But it's just
We'll-
like
we'll
next
come
time
to
you
Spain.
two gonna come to New York.
Yeah.
Well, no, we'll come to Spain.
We'll come to Spain.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sleepy days, thank you so much. I think everyone would agree we're having a really good time. Everyone's been awesome.
Including Emily. She's
Aw.
Mama Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
except Jason. Jason sucks. That's why he's not here. He's a filth.
Somebody asked if Filth was gonna be here.
I almost called him up. We had so much to lift and carry that I wasn't sure that even all three of us could do it. So I was going to call him up and just get him a hotel room.
Jason just popped up, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Jason says hey.
Hey,
Hey.
don't you ever talk on my phone, son?
I really would like to see him because
Like meet him? Yeah.
yeah, why not? Why not?
Well, we can drive an hour and a half tomorrow and we'll see before the airport.
Will we see each other in everyone's videos?
Yeah, for the most part. So some of theirs were close-ups of what they were doing, and I was trying to keep my video back so that I can get a wider shot. The thing is, on these videos, you're gonna see a whole lot of tripods because there were at least 4 cameras going at any given point, sometimes 5. And so I know some people don't like that, or most people I don't think give a crap. But the people who make the videos, it can be annoying because you don't want tripods in the shot. But there will be, especially in the kitchen videos, where it's like my camera, Barbie's, Bonnie's, and Lorenzo like back filming with an actual professional movie camera. It's just cameras everywhere.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
No. I
Oh.
thought you were gonna say. Were you gonna say something?
I thought on light again.
No, it's.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been like a movie set. Thank you, Amy. You guys look exhausted.
We're
Oh
tired.
my gosh.
I need
But
to move.
thanks.
Yeah.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna try and pull back this camera. How many hours have we worked so far?
About 10.
Yeah.
And see, the first
day.
day we didn't get a lot done. So the first day was they had a bunch of interviews from Insider, and we were waiting on just 1,000 different things to fall into place before we could start. And then the relatives were there showing us what to keep and what to throw away, and they were throwing way too much information at us. Because there's no way any one of us, or all 3 of us combined, could remember what they were saying to keep and throw away and donate and put in this pile.
Speak for yourself. I know
So-
most of all.
So it took forever to get things going, but after the first half of the first day, everything got better and got faster.
But today, me and Bonnie, we stay over a little bit. How many hours we work today? I have no idea. We really work from 9 to like 5, maybe 5,
No, it's
5:30.
almost 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try turning that light off because
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
keeps going in and out, and I can't tell if
I'm
it's
gonna be
like.
dark.
No more Angel.
Let me see
No more
if
Angel,
that
yeah.
prevents it still.
Oh,
I think it's.
To know?
I know you guys. I'm sorry about the autofocus. It's because you're on a different level.
Does he need to be up here?
I think you might. So if you guys are unaware, Barbie is sitting right behind Mac. Oh, something went wrong. Oh, there we go. And is it cleaning with Barbie? Right? Clean with Barbie?
Clean with Barbie.
And
yeah.
then Bonnie is off to my left, and she is a beautiful mess. Correct? Yeah.
I am a beautiful.
Well, she is a beautiful. She absolutely is a beautiful mess.
So then let me clean that with Barbie.
Okay, we had some good ones.
And we should stand up and see.
Yeah, somebody
Oh, yeah.
they have asked to get a
Sure,
height
that's cute.
comparison. Have there been bugs and rodents and spiders?
Spider webs. One
Oh,
very
today,
big spider,
oh.
about that big, like a huge spider, and it's dead. It was just
But
creepy.
still gross.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's some not any mice that I saw, but I found like old rat traps in the basement, but they didn't have bodies in them. So
Oh.
they had a problem with them at one time, but they evidently took care of them, or they just decided to go on vacation and leave the house.
It's not been like a dirty. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a hoarder's house.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you? Did Matt get to spin kick Barbie?
I did do it once.
I was recording. I was recording when we did today, and I was like, what is this guy doing here?
When he was trying to spin kick you, I missed that.
I'm
Paula,
gonna show everyone that.
Paula, thank you. And Paula says, I'd be interested in what you learned from working together, if anything.
We learned some jokes from each other. Like, no, we didn't, like, we all knows how to clean, and it was just like so much fun.
Well, and it's fun to know like what's our favorite kind of house to clean, because what Barbie likes to clean is totally different than the kind of house I like to clean. And
Yeah, and we kind of all have our own areas we like to jump into. So Bonnie and I were talking earlier about how Barbie's got the really extreme ones with all the bugs and stuff on them, and she's like super good with bathrooms too. And then Bonnie is like she likes to organize and stack and get everything like symmetrical in cabinets, and I like to take large clutter and make it disappear. So it's basically boils down to the same thing, but just three different methods, I guess, or three different focuses.
Dorothy, thank you. Let me get back down to the live part.
There's a lot of comments because I can see from the mirror.
Yeah.
Also, I see in that mirror what you pointed out when you first came in here about how dirty that is. I thought if we had enough time, we're not going to have enough time, but if we did, it would be funny to end the video with all of us cleaning our hotel rooms.
There probably won't be any videos up until everyone gets their stuff edited, because they've been super busy. Like, I don't think anyone's even watched any of their footage yet, so there's no shorts or anything like that. How many boxes of garbage bags were used? Well, you can talk about the dumpsters.
Yeah, they filled up a full dumpster before we got there, and then we got a second one in today, which I put about 30% of that one full, and it's a 30-yard dumpster. You'll see a size comparison on my video. I would say several hundred trash bags. Not all of those came from us, but well, here's one that'll make more sense. It's not really the amount of those, it's kind of what's in them. So they cleaned the refrigerator yesterday. Barbie cleaned it out, and the trash bag that we took out from that was like 200 pounds. We ended up filling one trash bag full of nothing but spices, and that one was about 200 pounds. Like it was a lot for me to like carry it out the door. It was really heavy. And I don't even know how many actual trash bags we've taken out, but it's dozens.
And let's talk about the books.
Oh,
Because
Yeah, the books. Have you guys posted any of those pictures anywhere?
No.
yeah, Barbie's doing
I just
a-
made a book
a
angel.
book angel. So just a big pile of books.
yeah. So it's like thousands that they've put into a pile. They had so many books they couldn't carry them downstairs, so they opened up a window
Oh, is
from
that
their
why?
attic, yeah, and just threw them all out the
Oh
window.
wow.
And so there's a pile that could fill half of this hotel room, about 2 feet high. It's massive, but we'll have pictures of those.
Yeah. A couple people want to know, Barbie, if your home is okay, and if your family is okay, and if you got here okay.
Thank you so much for this question. Yes, everybody's okay. My family is okay, and my trip was so easy. Even if I cried before because I really thought that I can't come because of the weather. It was like really bad, but everything was okay. Thank you.
Mac, have you had any problems with getting overwhelmed or overstimulated?
Yes, so everybody always asks me in pretty much every live if I ever have houses that have overwhelmed me. And this is the first one that's really I've had to like step away from and recollect myself. But I'm also not used to being in a group of people cleaning either. And so like I'm the only guy in this house, and I'm the only guy amongst the cleaners, and guys speak to themselves differently than women do. And so I have to adjust the way I listen to people whenever I'm in a group of women. If y'all don't know, like guys will do a talk until you're done, then the other guy talks till he's done, and it's very hyphenated. But women will finish each other's sentences and the sentences overlap. And so
Yeah.
if I have to step away, it's usually because I've got too many sentences like flowing in my head and I can't keep track of them all. So I'll have to like step away and clear my head and then come back. And that's just an autism thing where it's just overstimulation.
What have been your favorite cleaning? What is your favorite cleaning to do? Washing dishes, vacuuming, cleaning counters, etc.
Just kitchens for me, whole kitchens.
Yeah. Anything to do with organizing. I mean, I don't mind cleaning dirty stuff, but I much rather declutter and organize.
Dirt. Only dirt. So much trash and dirt. That's what I like.
How have you liked your experiences or with Insider?
That's been pretty cool. I mean, it's very structured. He shoots a ton of video footage, including B-roll and all that, which I never really shoot B-roll. For those who don't know, B-roll is whenever you shoot with it's additional footage of things that aren't really the main part of the story. So that if they have to edit my voice and take out some of my stuttering or my pauses, they can put that B-roll behind it, and they can cut my voice up without it being weird. They can also, while I'm talking about something that I'm cleaning on camera, they can show that footage while I'm narrating. So that's B-roll. So he shoots a bunch of B-roll, and then he interviews me before we start, during lunch, and then after we wrap up for the day. So that's a large part of my day too. I mean, some of that can take an hour plus.
Thank you, Midnight Muse. Midnight Muse says, keep up the great work of making homes safe for families. Y'all rock.
I'm not keeping up crap. I'm not keeping up. You keep up the bad work.
And Peggy, thank you. Peggy says, glad to see you all together. Have fun cleaning.
Glad to see you all together. Your face.
Your face.
What was everyone's biggest surprise cleaning so far?
The sheer amount of blue bottle tinctures.
That's what I called them too.
Oh, the like
Vitamin.
herbal
Yeah.
kinda, yeah.
No,
No.
my biggest surprise was downstairs in the basement. They have about 20, possibly more, 5-gallon jugs filled with food, like prepared food. And you'll see what I mean again in the video, but it's like white food grade 5-gallon buckets filled with like macaroni and then sealed on top. And so they are, I believe, apocalyptic preppers. They store tons of water. We pulled out food, like most of the food we pulled out was like 2014 in the expired stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of 2019.
yeah. And sometimes they purposely bought expired food because we found a bunch of food that was from like a store that sells expired food. So when they got it, it was already expired, and then they kept it for another 3 years or however long it's been. So that was surprising, just seeing the sheer amount of prepping going on.
This is not in landscape mode because YouTube decides we can't film it in landscape mode. Bonnie, how is your family doing with you being gone?
Great. They're like, I don't, she's like talking to her family all the time. And I'm like, I call my husband at night, and they're pretty independent. They're great.
But my
I'm
babies
sure-
are still little, so that's why
Yeah.
we need more.
I think the one that's suffering the most is my golden retriever.
Aww.
Because I'm her person, so. But they're great.
Okay, this isn't related to the house, but what is the most horrible smell you've ever faced while cleaning, or in what room?
The bad fast food that permeated this hotel. The worst smell that I've ever done was in the biohazard house that is on my channel. And in fact, it's in a playlist called Biohazard. And it had a kitchen that was full of maggots, and you could smell the house from the outside in the winter. So, you know, in the summer, if you get a garbage smell, it's even worse in the summer because that heat kind of makes it linger. In the wintertime, those smells aren't as bad because you get the trash that gets frozen, so it stops rotting or slows the process. This house, in the wintertime, you could smell it from across the yard before I even opened up the sliding doors.
For me, I just cleaned a lot of smelly house.
Yeah.
So it's like
the
I can't.
toilet.
I just didn't want to say that again. Like I'm always talking about the dead toilet. Yeah, when I scooped out the poop from the toilet, and I definitely like there was a mask on me, and I was just big breathe like. I ran to the toilet. I scooped out like 3 bowls, and after I just ran out, and I was like, and I did like over and over again. So that was smelly.
Yeah, and for me, it was a bathroom that was. They had an autistic child that would rub his poop on the wall, so
Oh,
it
man.
was very.
Oh,
It stunk. So it was really just right. It was hard to be in there.
Do you guys want to talk about the hidden treasures that we found at this house? Somebody's asking
Somebody's
specifically,
asking.
yeah, if we found good stuff or hidden treasures.
Oh,
We have no
yeah,
idea
yeah.
if that's a treasure or good thing, like something, but we found some old stuff, which is we
Some
don't know
cool
how much
stuff.
it's worth or how old. So, but I'm pretty sure this house has a lot of secrets about the items, like which is old and
Yeah.
yeah.
The house itself is amazing. Just the structure of it and how it's. I don't know. Just I'm sure there's a lot of cool stuff that we have yet to find.
Yeah, so the niece had told us that we're gonna find somewhere in the house a bunch of like gold and silver coins, somewhere that they've collected. And then she found a few pictures that appear to be from the 1800s, like framed pictures. And then the frames, she looked them up online, and if they're authentic, which it could be in this house, they're wealthy. If they're authentic, the frames alone could be worth around $20,000 to $60,000 each.
Wait, what? I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those were those pictures that were sitting on the stove.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought they were saying like $300, but $20,000 to $60,000.
yeah.
It's a big difference.
What is the name of the show where people are taking the stuff and they have figured it out like
And
Antiques Roadshow?
Antiques Roadshow.
maybe
Or the pawn-
the pawn shop?
Pawn shop.
Yeah. Like we should show them.
These people are living in this house. They're staying here. They're not selling it, as far as we know.
Emily's scrolling in case anybody's wondering. She's
Yeah, why we don't
Yeah.
say anything like that.
Thank you, Kathy. And I know somebody else popped up with one too. Is Mac wearing Nike Air Force Ones? Yes. Those are not his only pair. Have you pranked each other already?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't think prank would be the right word.
Punch. That's what you mean.
The videos will come out, a few of them, like Max will be out on Friday, Barbie's Saturday, and Bonnie's probably the following Saturday.
I'm trying to be fast with editing.
Will there be a member video on Wednesday?
Yes, but it may have to wait until Thursday. So we're going to be wrapping up tomorrow, which is Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we're going
Tomorrow
home.
is Tuesday.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
the
tomorrow's
video was-
Tuesday, yep, and then
and we
Wednesday,
go home on
yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. So whenever we get home on Wednesday, I will have to start editing the members video, so it may not be ready until Thursday. We'll see how fast we get home and how much footage I can turn into a members video. But if you don't see it on Wednesday, just wait a day; it'll be there.
Thank you, Catherine.
So this is my phone. No. This is-
Mac, what size shoes do you wear?
12.
This
Just
girl wears a 3.
What was
what?
the que- I'm sorry. I don't know.
Your shoe size?
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's tiny.
How
I'm
many
very tiny. Yeah.
people live in the house?
Mom, a dad, and I think 2 kids. So yeah, 4, unless there's another kid that I didn't see or know about.
I just said it was 2 boys.
Someone asked if they are getting therapy for the hoarding.
I don't know, but they need to desperately. This is from what I saw of what they're keeping. I'm not sure that therapy alone will even do anything to touch it.
And this is also the 4th time it's been
Yeah.
cleared out. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's a problem.
She said that her husband still to this day complains because the last person they brought in to help 4 or 5 years ago, let me put it this way because I'm phrasing this wrong. The wife and one of her friends came over to clean the house 5 years ago from top to bottom. After they left, the guy for the last 5 years still complains about that effing woman took everything I had. So he still blames the woman who helped the wife clean the house, and thinks of it as a bad thing, as if they were stealing from him. So he's pretty far gone. I'm not entirely sure that there's any hope that he will be rehabilitated.
He is aware of that. He is aware that it's being cleaned. Fairy Vixen Gaming, etc. Thank you. Will the Insider episode be available online
I'm sorry.
or just on cable?
I'm sorry.
Bless you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, Insider will have it online and they will contact me whenever it's up. And as soon as it's up, I will announce it on the community section and probably on Facebook and TikTok and all kinds of places because it'll be kind of a big deal.
Is it Insider or Business
It's
Insider?
Insider.
Okay.
Which is the same.
Yeah, it's just Insider owns them all, and then there's like Business Insider and like all kinds of different branches.
Did Max spin kick the dirt and try his jokes on all the girls?
No, that's silly. Why would you even say that? I'm offended.
Hey,
Uh,
this is my thing.
Yeah. Annie's the spitter here, you guys. Insider has been amazing. Their camera guy is out filming a bunch of stuff. And it sounded like he's been on the road for a while because he's a freelancer. But he's been awesome, and he's like totally on board with our sense of humor, and he's just been really fun to work with.
And he helped me with the big box of books. So I already like him
Yay!
so much.
I'm glad he did. And he had a cool knife that we had to use. His knife.
Oh yeah.
His leg knife.
It's like a woman's leg. It's no pocket knife.
It was so fun. Thank you, Rachel Brain. Rachel says it was so fun seeing the picture of you 3 together. I'm the same height as Barbie. We're fun size. So it was cool to see the height difference. What's the most challenging part of the cleanup so far?
Just remembering what's donate, like what kind of donate, because there were a couple different donate piles. One that goes to the curb and people just come and grab it. There were a lot of people that were coming to just get free stuff off the front lawn there, but yeah, I mean, I think that's, for me anyway.
For me, I don't know. I enjoy this job because usually, as I told before, I'm not doing any order house because it's just too much for my brain. But in this case, when we just can throw away a lot of things, and I ask them to pick that what they really want to keep, because I don't want to remember and I don't want to keep asking what they want to keep. For me, it was a little bit easier just throw away stuff and put in the garage for donation or something like.
Yeah, mine was this had a lot more lifting than normal. And my right arm has got problems. I strained it like, I don't even know, 2 months ago, and it hasn't been able to properly heal yet, so it's easy to strain again. But I had to lift a lot of trash, and I have to go up and down the basement stairs a lot because I have to bag up trash and then run it upstairs and out to the dumpster and then back down to get more trash, and it's exhausting after a while.
Adrian Nash says, "You all are legends in my mind. Keep up the great work for your communities. Be well from Washington State, USA."
You be well
Thank you.
from Illinois. Be well in your own face.
His name is Mac, M-A-C-K, but if you say Max, like Max
Yeah,
shoes,
I
yeah.
just say that and because of my accent, it sound like really weird, and the guy from Insider just asked me like Max, and I'm like no, Max, like how to say it, especially with my accent. I have to grab a tissue. I'm sorry, guys.
That's fine.
I think I've got some napkin somewhere, or there's a tissue.
Yeah, tissue.
Shit, the whole thing went back.
I was holding it down. Do need
Thank
to?
you, Beth Sparks.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna actually step away here in a second.
I'm coming back. I try to not kick your
You're
back.
good.
Okay.
How is the new car?
It's badass and awesome. I actually got a video of Emily driving off with Bonnie and Barbie, and Barbie's in the front seat, and it's the funniest video in the world because you can only see like a half an inch of the top of her head. And I texted Emily and said, hey, you might want to tell her that the seat comes up.
I
too."
just did, so Emily, don't be surprised, but I just moved your seat.
No, it's
okay?
fine. Yeah.
But Emily thought that I meant move it up, as in give Bonnie more leg room in the back. But I'm like, no, it's the electric seats can go this way too.
I'm small, but today I was like superwoman.
Okay, people are saying they can barely hear anybody but me, so you guys might have to start yelling a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we can scoot up.
Okay.
In fact,
Or
I'm
I
gonna-
can move forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out and vape anyway and give them the front seat.
Oh, great.
Oh.
I'm not much of a talker, so.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Here it comes.
I'm fine. I'm gonna be fine.
Barbie's had a
Coughing
cough
episode
for-
in my life, so.
Someone asked if there was pets. I haven't seen any, but there's cat stuff
there's
everywhere.
cat stuff
The
there,
only
so-
animal what I see it was a hummingbird and Mimi the cat.
Yeah, they must have a cat.
Yeah, there's
There's
cat stuff
probably
everywhere, but the
Yeah.
only cat we've seen is Lorenzo's.
But I'm really surprised because I can't see any mice. And when I was working on the 10th floor or 12th floor, I don't know, but I saw so many mice. So I don't know. It's surprising me. I can't see any.
I'll be back up here in a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you share where in Utah you're from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spanish work.
What was it?
Spanish work.
Okay.
So it's just probably an hour south of Salt Lake City.
With the physicality of the cleaning, do you help your bodies with chiropractic massage or exercise?
No.
I don't. No, I don't have time for these fancy things.
Yeah, eventually I'd like to schedule a massage every week or something, but right now I don't have time.
Barbie, where are you from with your accent?
From Hungary.
Have you, either of you, ever been to the Midwest before, and what do you think of it?
I lived in Indianapolis for a summer when I was 20, selling pest control. So, yes, I have been here, and then while I was here, I visited Illinois. We went up to Chicago, and so yeah, I've been in the Midwest. I don't love the humidity. It's very dry in Utah, so it's a little muggy for me.
For me, this is the first time. And humidity, it's not surprising me at all because in New York it's just crazy. So for me, it's like pretty normal.
We're wearing masks occasionally while cleaning, but it is. I don't know if they have air conditioning or if they're running it. It's like in the upper 80s here when we're in there, and it is. It's very warm in the house, and since everyone's recording, we can't have like fans going. We've got like the ceiling fans on, and that's about it.
It's warm.
And somebody had asked if I was cleaning, and I have been.
She's been amazing.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
You've even been recording it too.
Yeah, I've been recording, I've been cleaning, I've been lunch hopping.
She's
And
feeding us, which is the most important thing. She bought me a coffee, so I love her so much.
And my gum.
Oh yeah, and after
I
the
hooked
spa,
her up with
after
gum.
gum.
Do you ladies make Mac do the heavy lifting and the gross tasks?
Well, she takes care of any gross tasks. We haven't actually come across anything that gross yet, but yeah, we make Mac do the heavy lifting. No, you
Barbie's-
today, I'm
sorry.
Barbie's been a
I-
powerhouse today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're
Yeah,
gonna see on my video, but I was like, I surprised myself, I think. No, not. I know myself, but yeah, I was lifting many heavy stuff today.
How many pieces of furniture do you think you moved?
I have no idea. It was 2 tables, 1 shelf. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just like, can't remember my own name. So I don't know.
The smell of those ribs is never going away.
Did they take that garbage?
No,
She said she's going to.
it's just still in here. There's like no way to get rid of it.
Barbie, what's the best food that you've had in here so far? That you've had here?
I don't know.
In America or here in
Yeah,
Illinois?
because the food here in town sucks.
Yeah, we
I
have-
don't know because since I'm Hungarian, we have many very interesting, tasty food, and for me, American food is just like kind of hamburger and French fries and pizza. So
Yeah.
I don't know what is a good answer.
We've been doing a lot of DoorDash. Yes, it is me behind the camera, Emily. Anything that has been on DoorDash is kind of what we've been. So it has been a lot of cheeseburgers and pizza and.
And I'm already getting fat, so like. I really like. I have a belly.
How did the girls get started cleaning?
Like our channels? Like
Yeah.
What?
Well, how did you start? Yeah, how did you get into the field?
Because I lost my medical transcription business kind of all at once at the beginning of this year, and had to find something else to do. And I love cleaning. I love helping people, and I'd been watching Ari Katarina, and then I found these two as well, and I just thought I can do that. I would love to do that, but we had to make some sacrifices to make it work for a little while because obviously free cleaning is free cleaning, and so I wasn't making anything. But it's paying off. And thanks to Mac for all of his support and getting this collab put together. It's been pretty awesome. It's going well.
For me, was watching YouTube in December, and I found all these videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this because I have experience with cleaning, I have experience with depression, and I was really amazed about the before and after shots, and I said I want to do this. So I just started in 2021 January, and since then I'm just doing, and I'm doing really crazy homes, which is makes me so happy because this is what I wanted, and finally I found my dream job. So
There is too much to list what we've thrown away. Everything that, like, we've tried that we've tried to salvage. We've put a lot of stuff on the lawn, and people are coming by and grabbing stuff, which is great. What level hoard does this house look like?
If you're on the European scale, which is the one I use, the 9 levels of hoarding is
I don't know why they're really European.
maybe a 5. It depends, because there's certain rooms that aren't hoarded at all, or they've cleaned out so we didn't see it before we got there. But there are some rooms that are really, really bad. So I would say out of the 9 that I use, it would probably be a 4 or a 5, probably closer to 5. But then there are some rooms, like the basement would be a level 9. So it depends on what part of the house you're in. I'd say it's severe. Like the mental illness aspect of it is fairly severe. Another thing real quick, for the people who always harp about donations, this is one of the ones that we are able to do donations on, and we are able to give a ton of stuff away. Because the house is not a biohazard, there's not bugs, there's no mice around, and we're actually in a city compared to what I normally work out of. So there are actually people who come up and take the stuff. In my town, there aren't people to do that, so suck it.
We've also have contacts from a bunch of churches and VFW. So a lot of the big items that people need to like furnish their homes and stuff are finding homes, the mattresses and things like that. Sleepy Days says, what made you choose these owners? Was there something particularly special about them?
Emily and I are going to start traveling for these soon. And this was within a 2-hour drive. And the woman got a hold of me, and she actually got a hold of me a couple different times, and the timing was just right to be able to go up and do it. At the same exact time, Insider had contacted me about filming and said they'd like to send out a camera guy. And at the same time as that, I had gotten a hold of Barbie and said, hey, Insider's going to be there. This could be a pretty big bump for both of our channels and could get more eyeballs on what we do. And then Bonnie was just starting to come up, and I was like, screw it, I'll throw out a thing to see if she wants to as well. And everything just kind of lined up. At the same time, there was like 5 or 6 major things that happened all at once to land this one.
Is Matt communicative while cleaning, or is he in a tunnel?
He's kind of in a tunnel. Like he just kind of gets in his zone and goes. Yes, his voiceover. He's funny on his voiceover, and then he's a little bit more serious when he's cleaning. I was a little surprised at that, but he's pretty mellow guy actually.
He just was really mad today with his jokes, right? Like, I don't know, like, am I giving a good answer?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, okay, because I wasn't sure if I really understand this question. So it's like, on the first day I was like, he's too serious for me. And it's like, how it's like he's joking in the videos and it's serious, but yeah, today was again the same Mac as in a YouTube channel.
He surfaces often to take breaks, and then when he surfaces he's tunnel when he's down there cleaning, but he will surface and then be communicative while that is happening. And he's really, because I've never been with on a clean before. I've been with on one, and I didn't do a whole lot, but it was a small place. So I've had to ask him like how to use certain products and things, and he's been good for that because I know he's got a million other things.
Yeah, because remember, on top of this, both Bonnie and I have a business going on behind our phones. And so she's working on this job over here, and I'm working on this job over here, and then we're getting texts from other people who need our attention. And then, so we're balancing a whole bunch of things. And then at the same time as cleaning, I'm doing the interviews with Insider and trying to track where specific things are going, because there's like a neighbor 2 doors down who needed specific things, and then we happen to be they happen to be donating those specific things. So I'm trying to connect people with objects, and there's like 1,000 different things. And then on top of all that, behind the scenes, we just hit 290,000 subscribers on YouTube, and we've got around 270,000 on TikTok. And my phone is a constant stream of comments. And so I'm constantly checking in on those to answer things and make sure there's no crazy people doing crazy things.
He just seems a little overwhelmed and overstimulated.
Yeah, overstimulated for sure. Nina, you can go to Bonnie's channel and ask her that. We're not gonna go through that on a live. She thinks she might be related to you, so.
Oh, fun.
While Emily's scrolling through stuff, A Beautiful Mess is the name of Bonnie's channel, and Clean with Barbie is the name of Barbie's channel. Write that down somewhere, and then go hit the subscribe button on them. Bonnie just broke 10,000, and then within a few days later, she had jumped up to like 12,000, and then 14,000. So she's gaining a lot of steam really fast. And then Barbie is like less than 50,000 away from getting her first plaque, her silver plaque. And so as many subscribers as we can get there, if we can get her to 100,000, then she'll get her first YouTube plaque, which would be awesome.
And thank you.
Elephant, that Mac answered that in quite a bit of detail. So if you want to just, you might want to rewatch this because he just answered that about 5 minutes ago. And also thank you. Will any of you be collaborating with Ari Katarina?
Probably not.
She's too.
Maybe
hard
when
to
I
get.
go back to Europe, I don't know if she wants me. Let me try her, but I don't know.
She's hard to get a hold of.
Yes. Someone asked if Barbie could make a specific type of food, and I wanted to. It's like chicken something. Chicken.
Can't say the name. It's hard to.
I must have been a while ago.
Oh.
Yeah, if you were the person who asked what Barbie could cook, ask it again.
She brought some Hungarian
Paprikas.
Oh,
Paprika, chicken paprika.
everybody is talking about chicken paprikash and goulash. I think this is how you used to say goulash.
Goulash,
And
yeah.
we call that gouache.
Goulash.
Yeah. But I just surprised them with the Hungarian cake. It was like an apple cake.
Oh, that was so
First
good.
day. Not I made, unfortunately. My very good friend with a grandma age, and she can cook and make cakes very well. So that's why.
Bonnie, will you be doing an oven?
Yes, I sure did today. The first thing I did.
Yeah, she called dibs on that.
Yeah. And the stainless steel.
Yes.
I love stainless steel.
Yeah, and by the way, for everybody who asks, and Bonnie and I talked about this today, you can clean a self-cleaning oven with oven cleaner. Most people don't do it because they can just hit the self-clean button, but no one ever hits the self-clean button. So if it gets cruddy and nasty, yes, it's fine to use oven cleaner on it.
Would you three consider doing a webinar series on cleaning, organizing tips, or lessons for people who have depression or ADHD?
That's basically what we do now on our YouTube channels. I probably wouldn't do a webinar on it. Just because we do it so much on our channels, I wouldn't see why we'd charge for it or even do a different platform on it. That's just me.
Plus, I don't know that, like, I'm learning as I go about these mental health issues. Like, my whole purpose was to help people with these issues, but I'm learning a lot as I go. This guy is the one that knows all about the, how brain works and all that good stuff. So, I wouldn't be that knowledgeable on that.
Okay, I guess I found some good ones. Is it hard to clean your own houses after cleaning at your jobs all day?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
No, I still like to do it. Does it get done to the extent that I used to? No. It's definitely saved for the weekend, or my kids and husband have pitched in a lot more, so.
There's another one. How did if you guys don't want to answer this, this is fine because this is a little personal, but how did your families feel when you started doing free cleans?
Oh, at the first time, my husband wasn't really happy. I mean, he was really supporting me from the beginning, but we had some fights about this because at that time when I started, he was working Monday to Friday, and on the weekend he was really tired. But on the weekend, I just went to clean someone's home for free, and at the beginning he really didn't understand why I'm doing. But now he's my biggest supporter ever, and he drives me all around in New York to reach these homes. So he's happy I started, and I just really thankful for him because he's a great guy.
Yeah, and so my husband was a little bit like, "You're starting a what? A YouTube channel?" And free cleaning for, after I already lost a business, he was not enthused, I would say, but he came around and he's been very supportive. So yeah, it's definitely been a journey, but he's on board.
And Emily, how are you?
I knew, he started the YouTube channel and then he also started the cleaning business, and he was the only one doing the cleaning at first. And I, just from knowing his talent and his dedication and how badly he wanted to make this work, I was pretty confident that it was going to turn into something really great. So J-Law says, can you agree on one cleaning product that you would all recommend? But if you can't agree, this is me talking, if you can't agree, what is your favorite cleaning products or product?
Zap. This is how you
Zap.
say Zap?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I do
toilet
like
bowl
Zap.
cleaner, the best.
She uses it on everything.
Yeah, I clean with that, with everything with that.
I really like the Super Clean degreaser, but really I just need to make my life easier and do more just Mr. Clean, his APC, because it really can take care of almost anything. Dawn Power Wash, actually, that's probably one of my favorites.
The spray one, right?
I think if there's
Yeah.
one that overlaps all three of us, that we all three use fairly common, would probably be Barkeeper's Friend.
Mhm.
Because I've seen all three of us use it on stainless and sinks and tubs and all kinds of stuff. Mine's always going to be Mr. Clean, because there's two things you break cleaning down into. You can do a whole house with nothing but dish soap and water, but cleaning supplies just make it faster and a little easier. So my thing is, I can clean a whole house myself quickly with two products, and that is Mr. Clean and my APC, the alcohol-based stuff one. Then you can throw in Barkeeper's Friend to get rid of stains on sinks, and then a bleach-based toilet cleaner. If I only had 4 things to use, those would be the 4.
Just a couple quick comments. Mac's video gave me the confidence to confront my Asperger, and it seems that I have it, waiting on my diagnosis.
You said Asperger. Now it's pretty cool.
And then the Blake's cat said, I just wanted to say that I am a mom with a daughter on the spectrum. I was so worried about what her life could be. Thanks to you, I know she will be okay. Thank you for everything that you do.
Well, thank you. That's nice to hear.
Oh, can I just say, Mac was so nice to give us a little gift.
Yeah,
first time we were
exactly.
here.
This is how we started the day
Yeah.
when we met the first time. He bought a phone for both of us.
Sorry
it's
if we're
like-
embarrassing you right now. But
And
it's
he
so nice.
really, not because of the phone, but he's really the sweetest guy ever, guys.
Yes.
And I'm just really happy.
I paid him to say that.
No, really, he's a really great guy, right?
Yeah. Yes. I agree.
Question for a beautiful mess. I recommended Dirt X to her. I think she says she got it. Does she like it? Is it helpful?
Yes, so I have tried it. It's been in, I think I've only used it in one of my videos so far, but I only bought the powder kind that you have to concentrate. So I used almost all of it just on one clean. So I haven't had a chance to use it on many different things, but I have liked it. It did a good job.
Someone asked if you guys will collaborate with me and if we can all cook together, which I think is
Collaborative
sweet.
with you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's got her crafting YouTube channel.
Let's do something.
We're in the middle of Illinois. Right now we're towards the Indiana border. Doo-doo. Man, I don't know what this comment means, and it. Never mind. I'll talk to you about it later. It's fine. It's fine. What is the APC formula?
There's two different ones. If you're sanitizing, just fill up a spray bottle with 70% alcohol and a few drops of Dawn dish soap. If you're shining, you don't have to fill up the whole bottle. You can put maybe a third of the bottle with any strength alcohol, the rest with water, and then about 5 or 6 drops of dish soap.
Have any of you ever had an allergic reaction or get injured on a job?
No. Everybody thinks these jobs is affecting our health, but I think we are careful enough to, to take care of our health. So we never, especially me, because I'm really doing a very dirty homes. I never had any issues after I cleaned these homes.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to they'll like get on our cases because we didn't wear gloves or we didn't wear a mask or whatever. But the funny thing is, when you do this for long enough, you can walk into a house and within a minute understand if you're dealing with dirt or a biohazard or a germy house. Even though you can't see the germs, you know where they come from. And so when you walk into a house like these, you can kind of tell right off the bat if you're going to need big protective gear or not. And so they're like in this house, I wore some in the kitchen because it was kind of shady. In the basement, I haven't really put any gloves or mask on because it's not really that type of a job to where I need them. It would help if I did, but it's not really necessary. So
If you know me, I'm always wearing a respirator mask to save my lung and a latex gloves. But in this house, I'm not wearing that mask and I just took off my gloves because I feel like everything is just dusty and dry. It's not really that dirty, but I feel like, okay, I need to protect myself with something.
We've been wearing masks, and it's been mostly just because of the chemicals that we've been using. Like, we've had our camera, Lorenzo, who's been filming for us, like, he's been wearing some too, which has been good because he's had to kind of he's gotten right in there with us. Welcome to our cult, AJ. Okay. Sending love to Johnny, Shine Stove, and the ladies. I have to go walk my dog. This was a lot of fun, and I can't wait for the videos. Can Mac now reveal the gifts he bought for Barbie and Bonnie, or is he waiting till the last day? They were talking about it. They got, we got them phones. Got
Yeah,
them.
You can't reach mine.
Galaxy S23 Ultras, and they're the ones with the 512 gigabyte hard drives. So they'll be able to, I mean, they could record in 4K already, but they should be able to record now. If they want to, they can record in 8K. And the bigger thing for anybody who does video is it'll do 4K at 60 frames per second with stabilization, which means that if you're holding your camera and your hands get shaky, This can record at 4K at 60 FPS without showing the shakiness. It'll stabilize everything.
So cool.
PB&J asks, what would you use for buildup on the track of a shower? I can't get the doors to slide.
That's
Right.
probably hard water.
Oh yeah, is it hard water?
Is it hard water?
So last time when I finished with it was a hard water on the glass. I used the Zap toilet bowl cleaner and I just put a little in the spray bottle and with some hot water, and I was testing before I was spray all over. So you definitely have to do that and just leave a couple of minutes, and after with the magic sponge you just can clean down.
But if it's in a groove, I mean, I'd try something like the wire brush, those little detail brushes that have the wire bristles, to scrub that out, or something that's even like a screwdriver to. If it's like yeah,
Okay.
something that's.
And there's a little trick I learned from, I can't even remember who I learned this from. I think Cleaning Fairy on TikTok. If you've got dry crud that you can get up, like she's saying, with a screwdriver, with one hand, kind of snow shovel or chip out the crud, and with the other hand use your vacuum hose to suck it out of the ridge. And then after that you can scrub it down with like a wire brush or a toothbrush or whatever. CLR is very good on killing off hard water stains like lime scale. But if your doors aren't opening and closing, you may have more of a problem than just dirt. It may be the tracks are off alignment.
AJ says, wanted to donate because of your generous help for those who need. One question though, can you do a spin kick?
I'm way too sore to do a spin kick, but you'll see one on video because I did on
my video you can see that. I think so. It was recording too. I hope.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Who's the better organizer?
probably Bonnie.
I'd say Bonnie.
Me too. Yeah, I say Bonnie.
Which cleaning product or tool do you despise the most?
Scrub Daddy. Or no, one of their products, Power Paste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just Jeweler's Rouge. It's literally, it does the same exact thing as a magic eraser.
Yeah.
Really? Good to know.
It's-
I like the magic the subscribe. No, what's the name? Scrub Daddy. Scrub Daddy. Because I'm just throwing in the mess and it makes totally different. In my videos, like I don't even do anything.
I like the Scrub Daddy or the Scour Daddy, but I don't use Scrub Daddies that often.
Okay, before I ask this question, I am going to tell a story. When the gals first got here, after they had some downtime, we all went to Walmart and left Mac at the hotel to get like drinks and stuff that we wanted for a hotel room, and we needed some chargers and things like that. And Barbie was sitting next to me in the car as I was driving. She's in the passenger seat, and she had reached over and grabbed a spider off of my glasses that was like coming down from my glasses and threw it out the window, and I was very proud of her. But
it's a fun fact. I'm really scared of spiders.
Yeah, so the question is, I know Barbie's weakness are spiders. Do you guys have anything that would prevent you from cleaning a house, like mice, cockroaches, etc.?
Big spider.
Yeah, big spiders.
But it wasn't alive anymore, so.
Yeah, I couldn't do spiders. I don't know if I could do cockroaches either.
The cockroaches is something else. Like they can hurt me. Like they are just running
they're
away.
gross.
I mean the spider too, but the spider is disgusting.
I don't think there's anything that I wouldn't, it's not like a specific animal or a specific bug. It would be an infestation of something. So the stuff that Barbie does, where she's doing apartments that are absolutely infested with hundreds of thousands of roaches, the infestation would be what I would stop and say, no, sorry, you're gonna have to have professionals come in before I can touch any of this.
Yeah, but I'm always thinking about it like how to call a professional when they literally living between the trash or between middle of the trash. So that would be a shame, and the specialist would say no for that job because it doesn't make any sense to kill the bugs before the cleaning because they are just literally hiding. So
Mhm.
I getting this question all the time, like why I'm not killing the bugs before I start to clean, because it's not possible, guys. So yeah, I can't do that. First I have to clean the apartment, and after someone can come and kill them.
That is kind of funny that it's like, well, you gotta kill it off before you can clean, and then the pest control people
I
are like,
should
you gotta
just
clean it before you can kill it.
Run all the time to catch them with a little spray, like no.
Yeah, because they've got two different ways they do the killing of those bugs. One of them is poison, which they try to stay away from. The other one are bait traps. And so if you have a bunch of trash on the floor, the roaches will ignore the bait and eat the trash.
Yeah.
So you have to get the trash and the food out so they will take the bait back to their nests and kill them.
There was a house that Mac did, and I don't know if that's the one you call your level 9 horde, but there was a house that Mac did that had bed bugs, and I have a real big issue with those, because I've had them in the past. I'm not okay with them, but he had to get that house cleaned before they could get in and treat it, and so it was like we had to kind of make a plan and make peace with the fact that this house needed to get cleaned so that they could get the treatment for the bed bugs. Barbie, how does it feel to clean outside of the usual New York City apartments? Is this a lot different than what you normally do?
Yes and no. Like as I told you before, guys, I'm not doing hoarding house because it's just too much for me. And usually the owners just give me a hard time about they say they are ready to throw away stuff, and after when I'm there and I really start to throwing away stuff, they just kind of stopping me. But now it's just like we can throw away everything, so I'm not, stressing about it. And it's not really different. I had this before, this kind of job.
I just want to say this channel on how Mac addresses the mental health aspects and explains it is the closest thing to therapy I've been able to get. Thank you, on caps.
Thank you. Thank you right in your face. Thank you straight to hell, son.
Have any of you encountered snakes?
I've encountered a couple of them, mostly snake skins, where you can tell that they were there.
No.
Do-do.
Oops, I accidentally vaped in the hotel room.
I would laugh so hard if they find us because of that. They charged us because they saw it on the. Okay.
Bonnie keeps vaping out of my vape.
I know. It actually smells
Really good.
Yeah.
So good. More. It's like cotton candy everywhere.
Thank you for all three of you to helping me feel better and more compassion and to be less reactionary to my parents' hoard clean.
That's hard to do because it's part of you feels like justifiable anger and frustration because it feels like they're being selfish, and they kind of are, but they just can't help the selfishness. The selfishness is part of the mental illness. So even though they're not choosing to live that way, selfishness is a part of that disorder. And so you're justified in feeling frustrated and anger towards them, but recognizing that that's not helping anything and being empathetic toward them is difficult and necessary to keep your own sanity.
Sander asks, have you encountered any devil worshippers?
Yeah, Bonnie worships the devil pretty hard.
I do.
She worships some mean devil.
Can you say sneak vape?
Sneak vape.
Be careful, they test the sprinkler systems with a similar chemical to your vape. Hubs is a sprinkler guy. I legitimately don't think there's a sprinkler in here, you guys. There's a smoke detector, but there's no sprinkler in here. Yeah.
Rained on.
So glad to see this collaboration come to fruition.
Me too.
Yeah, we weren't really sure. We were really nervous about Barbie not being able to make it out here, so I'm so glad she did.
Yes.
The roaches in the places Barbie cleans freaks me out. I can't even imagine. She's so brave.
Oh, thank you.
How do you get rid of cat pee smell?
That's the number one question during lives that I get.
It's how to
Yeah.
get rid of cat urine.
It's difficult. You actually may want to look up several different YouTube videos on it because I've heard everything and not a lot works. You have to find something that
Enzymes.
yeah, it's an enzyme cleaner. It counteracts ammonia. So the ammonia in the pee is what's making the smell, and enzyme cleaners are what breaks down ammonia. Like the enzymes are actually like eating the ammonia, right?
What I last time did with my cat leader, not my cat leader, that's my cat's leader. So I put a little bowl and I put some linseed in the bowl and I filled up with a little water. So
Wait, did you
it's
put
like,
what in it?
huh?
What did you put in it?
The linseed, the flour,
Like
liquid.
Lysol?
Oh yeah.
Lysol.
Lysol.
Sorry. No,
Okay.
that was actually a fabuloso. Sorry.
Fabuloso.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put in a little bowl and I put next to the cat litter, but don't worry, the cat can drink from that bowl, so the cat isn't safe. But yeah, this is what I did, and it helps to control the smell a little bit.
Based on your experiences, are people coming forward more now for cleaning help, or is there an increase in these cases?
I think that the show Hoarders, even though a lot of people don't agree with what they were doing or how they were presenting it, made it a little bit more in the public eye that this was more than just a bad personality trait. So I think it made people a little bit more open to asking for help. And then what we do is becoming a little bit more commonplace on YouTube. There's still not a lot of us who do it. But I think that the more people see our videos, the more they realize that we're not judgmental and we don't come in thinking they're trashy people, and that helps. So whenever I tell people on my local Facebook groups when I'm finding people to clean or clean for, they have open access to my YouTube channel so they can see the other videos I do and realize I don't come in there and just trash them on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I do too, is have them go watch my channel so that they know what they're getting into and that I'll be respectful of privacy.
A lot of people have said those phones that you guys got take great pictures of the moon, so try and take pictures of the moon. And I love moon pictures, so send me pictures of the moon.
When I'm finishing with this live, I'm gonna go and make pictures of the moon.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's
today is a full moon. It was like a full moon.
Yeah,
a
it
couple days
was
ago.
big.
Well,
It's
that's
huge.
the funny thing. I actually forgot to tell you guys is on the photos. It's like a 100x optical zoom, so you can take a picture from like a mile away. Yeah, you can zoom in across the New York
I'm
City
gonna
skyline
so bad with
and
this.
go from like
I'm
central.
gonna make pictures of.
Well, you
because
can
really
stand in
good.
like Central Park and zoom in
Oh
on
my gosh,
somebody's
this is so
window
great.
from that. It's crazy.
Wow.
Do.
I just take pictures of my dog flopping in the yard with her legs in the air.
Someone said I thought Mac would say he hated the spin mop the most.
Yeah, I do hate the spin
The mop
mop.
what we was using today,
Yes.
I
Oh.
just told him many times to Lorenzo, like,
Oh.
I hate this mop, I
kept
hate
getting
this mop. And
stuck.
it's literally twisting
Uh-huh.
after a cup of using, and it's like,
It was like brand new in the package.
it
Too.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't. Was that wasn't a spin mop though?
Yeah, well, yeah, that was a twist mop.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I
Oh, the
actually
sweet
kinda
mop
liked
is a
it.
little pedal.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
because my neighbors have it. It just-
Oh.
Mine is sharing their phones. I actually made him bleed a little bit ago, that's
Coffee
why I
gets-
had to go
coffee
in
gets
there.
mine.
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I picked
Yeah.
today. Did you see this?
Oh, yeah.
We just spoke about this today.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a picker.
This is my absolute favorite channel on YouTube.
He's the man. Are you out of frame?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I can see
Oh, yeah.
in the mirror.
It would be so hilarious if the sprinkler went off mid-live. Yeah, it probably would be.
Today Lorenzo just had a really good shot, he said, when everything was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so there's a really good shot that's gonna come up on the Insider video. Hopefully they use it. I was kind of taking a break, standing by the stairs, and then Lorenzo was shooting B-roll just across the basement. And just kind of give a shot of how bad that was. Excuse me. It's actually not from vaping. I actually just got.
You got this from me. I'm sorry.
But as he's doing it, I've got this massive tub filled with just really good stuff sitting on top of something else. And as we're talking, it slowly just fell over and then crashed on its own. And it was not long after we talked about hordes shifting and falling against doors. So it'll be, he totally caught it by accident. He just happened to have been filming when it fell over. So hopefully they'll be able to use that whenever, I mean, it's so perfect that it looks like it's set up to have done that, but no one's around. It's a really good shot. After it fell, I was like, did you get that on camera? And he's like, yep, I was recording the whole time.
Heidi, I don't know how to take that comment. Heidi said 4 awesome people with Emily.
Awesome. Oh, with
Oh, with Emily. Okay, I get it. Thank you. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
wait
yeah.
a second.
Yeah.
That
Now I
sounds
got
really...
it.
You turn around, there's like a dude behind Barbie. Just,
Any ideas on how to get an elderly parent who's given up on keeping their place clean to start at least trying? The physical or health issues do make it difficult, but she is able to do little things.
not without an intervention. And you'd have to sit down with them and say, look, you have to have some sort of exercise. You have to do something in your life. You have to have, not even, I wouldn't even phrase it as a purpose, but you have to have some motion in your life to not become stagnant mentally. And so I would treat it almost like an intervention in which you sit down and you just kind of say, I'm concerned. Like you can do small things like maybe knock out the dishes or wipe down a counter or just pick up the nightstand where, you know, or beside your chair or whatever. But you would have to phrase it as a point of concern and not nagging.
So would you go to how it would benefit them health-wise to do it and not...
That would sound more like a sales pitch. And so I would just be like, look, when I come over, the place is pretty messy. I realize you can't do all this yourself, but you can do some stuff yourself. And I like to see you making like an effort just mentally so that I know that you're all intact, that you're making the effort.
Mac, do you want the rest of this? Do you
No,
need
I
water?
don't need it.
He doesn't drink water.
I know, I guess he doesn't drink water. Love that you guys can do that, being able to help people who desperately need it and allow them a way to ask for it. No shame, no judgment. Matt, can you moon the girls so they can try it out?
Can I what?
Moon the girls so they can try
Yeah,
out
I'll just,
taking
like,
moon
try it out.
photos. Yeah.
And do it from like a half a mile away.
And then we'll zoom way in.
Jason did not come with.
I'm sorry.
Have you ever had to tell somebody no to doing the job?
I know Barbie has.
I'm sorry, but I didn't. Again.
Oh.
Have you ever had to like turn someone down or say this is too much?
To where-
Oh yeah. It's already happened, and I actually have a video with this when we have a little argument with the owner because that was a hoarder house, and the problem with this is if someone's asking help for the family member and the family member has no idea what is really going on, and they are not enough brave to go through on stuff and throw away, and I explained her I can do more, I can help more, so I'm not gonna go on the next day. And she was keep asking like why, and you promised, and blah 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 stuff like this. And yeah, sometimes it's just like too much and I can't.
Well, the one that she had specifically was, they said that they gave her the impression that she could throw away everything, and that she could do her thing, come in and clean it up, and then when she got there, it was the opposite. The woman was afraid to throw her mom's stuff away because she thought her mom would be angry, and so Barbie's like, well, that's the whole reason I'm here, is I have to throw stuff away to make it clean. We can't keep everything, and you keep saying, keep this and keep this and keep this, because she might need it or she'll get mad if you throw it away. So finally she just had to draw a line in the sand and say, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. She finished up the living room or something, or kitchen, and then said, this is it.
I'm a nice person, but at that time I was like, I started getting really stressful and kind of angry. But the bad thing is, unfortunately, her mom died a couple of weeks ago. So they asked my help again, and they promised like no more problem to throwing away stuff. So I'm just thinking about it to go back and help them. Yeah.
It's we talked about the advantages and disadvantages of what we do when you guys first got here, and they were pointing out that like my delivery of our videos I can get away with because I'm a guy, and the guys are expected to have a certain weird sense of humor, and kind of our presentation's different. There's different expectations, and one of those things I can get away with is I can tend to talk people into letting me throw away more, even if they don't want to, because I'm tall and I have a deep voice, and I've got like, it's not like I'm even intimidating at all. It's just I come across as matter of fact. So it's more like, hey, we need to get rid of this, and we need to get rid of this, and they'll say, I don't want to get rid of that because I can use it for planting a garden later. And I can say, when's the last time you planted a garden? I don't know, 10 years ago. When do you ever plan on planting a garden? I don't know, maybe in the future. Okay, maybe in the future you can buy new garden stuff. But for right now, let's take this old garden stuff and throw it in the trash, and they're usually able to go. But I speak because of my voice and because of my height, I tend to kind of project a matter-of-factness whenever I speak.
Are you guys good for like 15 more minutes?
Yeah, I can do 15.
It'll be an hour and 45 minutes at 15 more minutes. So
We are really tired. So.
no, there's been no coordinating outfits for the cleans. What traumas can trigger hoarding?
It's almost always death in the family. It's almost always death. And then coming in at number 2 would be bad divorces. And then usually at number 3, it would be a really bad loss of a career. Usually that affects not just the career, but the financial status of the person who lost the career. So in other words, you're not just losing an income, you're losing a lifestyle. And so those are the biggest 3 that I've run into, but it's almost always death in the family.
Beth Sparks says, please let the girls know that I have subscribed to their channels.
Thank you.
Beth has subscribed to your channels.
Greg says, Barbie, you should consider another round of bronchitis treatment.
Yeah, she was in her room last night, and then we were walking downstairs, and I said, I need to get Barbie Claritin, because holy shit, she sounds like shit. Like we need to get her something quick.
Have
she couldn't
you
help it.
Yeah, it's just a cough. She feels fine like on everything else, and it's probably just from how dry the flight, the dry air in airplanes.
Also, anybody who lives in the Midwest, we are in harvest season right now, so anybody who's been around harvested corn and soybeans, knows that it disintegrates into like fine
Particle.
dust particles, and it just permeates everything.
Yeah, guys, I'm not sick. I'm just coughing for some reason.
Have any of you ever cleaned a haunted house?
What?
I get that
Haunted
a lot.
Haunted
house.
house. Really?
A haunted
People
house?
ask me that
No.
all the time.
I don't. I think.
No, unless you count me as a specter, in which case it was haunted while I was there. In which case, every house I'm in is a haunted house. I don't know why I said it sexually like that.
What a weirdo. A beautiful, love my kitties. Thank you for that. And they say a beautiful mess. No, for Dirt X, it has to be spray powder. It may work. I've never tried it, but it has to be spray. Powder may work. I've never tried it, but spray will change the game. Tall can spray, literally spray and grease on walls and oven stove will wipe away. Former housekeeper.
Good to know. Okay, I'll try the spray form.
Mac should invent a spin kick mop.
I was thinking about that when we were talking about spin mops.
We start doing products. So here's the goal for anybody who didn't know. We already have a small housekeeping business that exists specifically to give jobs to people I know and love. So we don't really make money off of that. In fact, there's been the last few months where I've fed money into that business and lost money on my end. But I can do that because YouTube pays pretty well, and I use the YouTube funds to do things like this. The next level of my business is going to be retail sales where I can do microfiber, ultrafine microfiber, all the chemicals and stuff I use in my videos will be selling directly. This coming week we got a meeting with a person, some human form that is going to show us how to do that. And then the level after that is going to be actually creating a Midwest Magic Cleaning brand of products. So my APC, our own version of Mr. Clean or soap, and one of the things I want to create, all that rambling led up to, I want to create the perfect mop. I want to create a mop that does not suck. I don't care if it becomes a luxury mop that you have to pay $100 for. It's going to be a badass, awesome mop that I don't hate.
Diane says, Mac is super funny. Car wash with no water. Oh my gosh, only him. He makes me laugh so much. Love your cooking is awesome, Emily. Thank you. Carolina, it is 9:30 where we are, I believe.
Yes.
Which reminds me, my sleeping pill I took an hour and a half ago, and it is starting to make me loopy. I'm not ready for bed, but I am getting fun feeling.
It takes that long to kick
Oh
in?
man,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it's like 6 hours. Yeah, it's
Most
ridiculous.
people without like the severity of the insomnia that I've got can feel it within about 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Mine, an hour and a half is pretty quick. Normally it can take, like she said, 4, 5, 6 hours before it actually hits me.
Tylenol PM, the best one.
Susan Harrison says, do you come to Indiana? We might be soon. You're nearby.
Yeah, we're going to be, the plan is to hit up every state. We'll have to see how much this wipes me out whenever I get home. Because it's not just traveling that wipes me out. It's also meeting people and wanting to, outside of all the stuff we're doing, we still also want to hang out and be friends because we're friends online, and we have made like perfect friends in real life too, like right off the bat.
Yep.
And so I want to hang out with my friends and find some food that's shitty and talk about the things that we can't talk about on YouTube, like the background stats and stuff that you guys wouldn't care about or wouldn't understand because you don't have a YouTube channel. Or sometimes just because you guys are just incredibly stupid people. Just horrible people. Dumb, stupid people who are also ducks.
Okay. Dawn says, Mac, I started therapy today. It's so hard to talk about the trauma, but I'm ready to get this place cleaned out.
Oh, good. Take it slow. take it as slow as your emotions allow you. Because it's not something you have to dive in and you're not racing against the clock. Talk it out, and when you're prepared, then dive in and start doing stuff, but not until you're ready.
AJ, thank you. He says one more contribution, or they say, I don't know. I'm not going to assume your gender. AJ says one more contribution to the destruction of the spin mop.
Nice. That spin mop can suck it. The
I-
only reason I don't like them is because the little plastic
Oh my gosh,
triangle cap on them, they scrape the floor, and I can't get around it.
Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, I know my butt got locked into one. It's like when you try to move, your whole butt hurts.
We got about 10 minutes, guys, and then we'll shut down.
Sorry, I was holding back this cup so long.
Do you need
so-
some water? Or you
No,
good?
I have in Coke.
Okay.
So healthy.
Well, gosh, thank you so much. Barbie, if you have access to hot tea with honey, it will soothe your throat and help your cough.
Oh, thank you, but believe me, I tried a lot of things in my life because I always had problem with my throat. So, thank you so much. But it's just like, what?
What was
Tried
that?
everything.
Happened?
Mouth the words black tar hair. I just speak the truth, son. I just tell it like it is. You ever notice that any like group that calls themselves the truth are usually the most extreme untruth knowing people?
Untruth knowing?
Yeah.
When you film a free cleaning job, does it always end on YouTube? Always end up on YouTube?
No. I've had a couple that I've not put up because the cleaning wasn't dramatic enough, or I found out that the person wanted help, could use help, but in their mind their house was extremely trashed, and then whenever I showed up it was just a normal house. So I've had like 2 of them I've never shown.
It's same with me. Like, I had a hoarder. Let me tell you the truth. There was a hoarder living room, and after 3 days, I couldn't see a big change. It was a really huge change, but at the same time, it's not what I wanted to show to my views. So we spoke about I'm gonna return back, but after I think she just got overwhelmed with all the things, so I couldn't finish that video, and I feel so bad about it. So I have some videos that I never shown.
Yeah, and I've had my very first free cleaning that I didn't put on YouTube because I had problems with the camera. It was just kind of a learning experience. I may end up putting parts of it if I do memberships, because I mean it was a cool place and I'd love to show it, but it wasn't good enough for like a full length videos.
Oh, speaking of which, we've been talking about getting her set up on memberships soonish. So keep your eye out for that, because whenever she gets those up there, if she decides she wants to, when she announces it on her channel, I will announce it on mine as well. So if you wanted to be members on Bonnie's channel, A Beautiful Mess.
Dixie will be the first member.
Dixie would be. We love you, Dixie.
Yeah.
C Major says, blessings to the 4 of you. It seems like we live in a time where people don't give a rat's butt about others. Your compassion is beautiful. Love each of your channels.
Yeah, and if you want, I'm not even going to say this. I want to keep this between all of us. I'll tell you all this afterwards. There's some things not everyone needs to know.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that sleeping pill's probably starting to kick in.
You could
Let's
say
see if I got any more good ones, and then we'll.
Praise the devil, son. I am going to devil sleep tonight, because I am the devil.
Oof, I'm like
Praise
way.
me.
I'm way far behind. I'm sorry. I thought I saw a bunch of people
How
talking
many
shit
people
about
is watching
Jason.
us?
We had over 1,000 at one point. Right now it's 856. Oh shoot. God,
Good
Go to bed.
Yeah, let's wrap up. Get to the bottom for wrap
Okay.
ups. I noticed on these that if you go about an hour, that's a sweet spot. Hour and a half, is still good, but pushing it any more than an hour and a half, and people are like, okay, now I've got to watch this in like 4 sections.
Yeah, but new people is coming again.
Annie O'Connor says, thank you for all guys for all that you do. Sandy K, I don't think that's anything on our end. I will talk to Mac about that. Went to join, it's gone from $4.99 to $6.99, or is that us or YouTube? I don't think that's us.
No, ask, is that on an iPhone?
Sandy, is it on an iPhone? Good night, Dixie.
Good night.
So iPhone recently finally reached a deal with YouTube to allow them to put the join button for iPhone users. They may have jacked the price up by an additional $2 to cover the fee for iPhone users. So it may be a case of iPhone is one price and Samsung is another, which I would think would be a jerk thing to do. But I will check the background settings on my end as soon as I can to see about a resolution for that. Because I don't want to be charging $6.99 a month to anybody.
Yeah, that's definitely okay. Sandy said it is on an iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would maybe try doing that from a desktop if you can, because that's not for us. Or that's not our thing.
I wiped out the sink a lot after that because I turned like an inch and a half off my beard. I didn't realize it was getting that fluffy, like Bob Ross fluffy.
All right. So from iPad, it says it's the normal price. If you get to South Dakota, please keep me in mind. Yep. My mom side of family's from South Dakota, so we'll probably
then
make it out there.
Before we kill the live too, we'll all stand up. I'll
Yeah.
stand in the middle, and you'll have to take the phone across
Yeah.
the room.
Okay. All right, we're getting ready to wrap up, but we will show you guys the height difference between Mac and the ladies.
Oh,
Yeah.
Be careful, you're gonna go for a
I'm
ride.
gonna be the lost.
Hit the like button. Yes, thank you, Jennifer.
We need to stand over here.
I think you guys can get right
Okay,
here.
Let me just stand up.
Here, let me move this.
Yes, so the
So crazy.
Mac's video should be up this weekend. Barbie's will probably be up this weekend, and Bonnie's will be up the weekend after. So, yep, this is the height difference. Shout out to Denny for 50 years of marriage with Teresa and is celebrating his 75th birthday.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. All right, we love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good night.
Good night. I'm going to sleep. So hard.
After we've been drinking.
Does that just stop streaming? Is that?
Yeah, after you close it.